In this video, I'm going to explain a few different ways to access Zoom and show some of the features once you're inside of a Zoom meeting. It's important to know that the first time you're using Zoom on any device, you're going to need to configure your account. You can do this by visiting the PWCS Zoom website, using the Zoom desktop program, or even using an app. Let's go ahead and start with a website. You're going to go to the PWCS website, and you can find that at pwcs-zm-edu.zoom.us. Once you go there, you'll notice this website comes up, and you can click Sign In to configure your account. You're going to be prompted to enter your email address, and make sure you enter that information correctly and follow it like you normally would. Once you sign in with your email address, you'll be all set to go. Open the desktop version to set up. All you're going to do is, instead of signing in with your email and password, you're going to click Sign In with SSO. When you click Sign In with SSO, you're going to enter PWCS-zm-edu and click Continue. When you click Continue, you're going to be prompted to sign into your student email account and password, and then you'll be able to use Zoom just like you were on the web version. To configure using your Zoom account from an app, you're going to open the app, you're going to click Sign In, and then instead of signing in with your email and password, again, you're going to select SSO, and you're going to type in PWCS-zm-edu, and once you click Go, you're going to be prompted to enter your email and password, and you'll be signed in and able to join meetings that way. Now we're going to look at some different ways you can join Zoom meetings once you've configured your account. And the first one is by looking at the website we've already been to, pwcs-zm-edu.zoom.us. Once you navigate to that website, you can join a meeting by clicking Join and entering the information that your teacher has shared with you. The next way we're going to look at joining a Zoom meeting is by accessing Clever. I'm going to click on PWCS Sites and sign in to Clever, and you get to Clever however is comfortable for you, but you'll notice once I'm in Clever, I have a Zoom button and a Canvas button. Let's look at the Zoom button first. When I click on Zoom, it's going to take me right to the Prince William County Zoom page where I could join a meeting in the way we've already discussed. But let's go back, and we're going to click on our Canvas button to join a Canvas class we're already a part of. In my classroom for Canvas, you'll notice there's a few different ways that you will be notified that you have a Zoom meeting you can join. So over here on the right are my announcements, and I could click on that and see that I have a Zoom meeting, and it shows a calendar icon. So if I go to my calendar, you'll see here's the information as well. I could click on that and get some information about when the Zoom meeting is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this button that says Zoom, and you're going to notice this is going to tell you if your teacher has a scheduled Zoom meeting, and you'll be able to click Join right from here and be prompted to open your Zoom meeting straight from Canvas. So this is a real helpful tool. You'll notice once I join my teacher's meeting, it says, "Please wait, the meeting host will let you in soon." What this means is that my teacher has it set up so she has to allow participants to enter even after they've joined. That's just to keep things safe and to make sure that only people who are on the invited list are able to come. So what you'll see after a minute or so, once your teacher realizes that you're there, they'll let you join and it'll say connecting. I'm going to select Join with Computer Audio. Now you're probably going to see something on my screen that says my microphone is muted, and that's because I'm using a screen recorder while I'm trying to show you how Zoom works. Now both cameras are muted and both microphones are muted as well. So when I move my mouse, we're just going to take a look at some of the things that we notice. Up here we have a button where we can click and change the different types of view. We can change it to a speaker view or a gallery view where you would see all of the students in the class. You could click this so that your video will start sharing, and you could also click this so that way it would unmute your microphone. Now, if you're ever having any problems with your microphone or the camera settings, you can click these little carrots right next to their buttons, and you can change the different settings that you have. So if you're experiencing any difficulties or things aren't working correctly, you may want to check those out. We have the number of participants, and we have record and reactions, and we're not going to go into too in-depth with any of these buttons because they're pretty self-explanatory, but I will talk about the chat and the share screen. You'll notice that if I want to click chat, it says chat disabled. That's because my teacher has disabled it from happening until she wants us to be able to have discussions. That's so focus can remain on them. I also, if I want to share screen, it says the host has disabled that. And that's just to make sure no one's sharing what they're looking at when they shouldn't be. Your teacher can enable those settings if your activity requires you to do so. You might also notice that sometimes you're trying to unmute yourself, but it won't allow you to. And that's because your teacher has you muted, so that way we're just focused on listening to the person who's supposed to be speaking. So hopefully this video has helped, given you some tools to make sure your Zoom meetings are successful. Be sure to use proper conversation etiquette when you're Zooming with your classmates, and happy Zooming!